Alright, welcome back to the new account experience. This is episode 10. When we left off, we were just crawling through the early stages of Rogue, and this will be our last video on it. One of two. I'm doing this instead of editing the Behemoth, that is episode 8. I think it's going to easily be the longest of the series, and the only one like it. Unless, it goes well, like the format of it goes well, and you want to see longer ones like that, but I'm going to be honest, I don't really want to do that again. It's a lot of work editing, and it's very dense, and I'm going to have to see, because I want to ideally have it be under an hour. It doesn't matter, because by the time you see this, you'll know either one way or another, but just to kind of demonstrate my thought process for the rest of the series. So for today, we are basically going to try and get a foul and a better ring, so we can do endgame dungeons. We are still, what, 4 life to max, I think? I'm queuing up for EU West. Yeah, thank God that was, yeah, okay, much better. We could theoretically do tombs for it, because that could also get us a Pyra, whatever you want to call it. It is Pyramid, Pyra. I don't like that. Pyra sounds, it's less harsh inflection. So, whatever. Pyra. Yeah, for a dagger, we're kind of shit out of luck. I think it's just, a luck-based thing. We just have to hope for the best that we get a foul. I don't think we're going to get a Sinister Deeds or a Dire Hatred. But I think we're going to also try for maybe O3 Shatters and Fungal. I think we may also do one Steamworks for that. If nests come up, I'll do that too. But ideally, at least O3 and Shatters. But again, Shatters is luck-oriented because I'm leading them, so I need to meet requirements, which means I need a foul. O3, at the very least, we can do in Fungal. If we get a better ring, we'll do. But yeah, we're just going to tuck her in. We might actually be able to just 8-8 off Tombs if no O3s come up, to be honest. And we'll be up to 16 stars, which means we are on track. We are where we need to be. Yeah, and then next episode we start the melees, which will be fun, I guess. Now we just wait and see. Thank God this was the easiest ocean trench of my life. I've never seen one that wasn't dog shit. And the one time I do it because I need Tunnel Rat is the runtime the game's like, yeah, fuck it. Oh, thank God. That actually saves us like a shitload of time. Well, at the same time though, not really. Because we still it gives us fame. It gives us fame. We die with what, 10k now? Great. So by the time we hit 5k, we'll actually be done. But the problem is I still want the exalts. If we get a G-Light, or if we 8 from this run, that's that. Or if we get one from the mini-boss of the next run we do, there we go. That's great. We may end up not gambling it and just taking the pots from the seasonal quests. Sorry, I don't know why it's always so hard for me to think about that. I've got music playing right now, and I'm thinking about 4 other things, so this always becomes difficult. But we're just never getting a better health ring. We'll probably just say fuck it and say come what may. If we don't get it, then we don't get it, and we just wasted an exalt. Hopefully, the 50% chance of the extra exalt means that it doesn't take too long. It's just the other ones are gonna be a bit funkier. We have to actually wait for people to do fungal crystal or I guess shatters if we don't get a well, we can't do shatters at all because I'd rather not get demoted. Never mind. Shut the fuck up. Well, I mean, sure. You know what? Fuck off. I the problem with higher cloaks though is okay. Is mana cost. It starts to get a little frustrating, but we're not really rushing anything anymore, to be honest. It's all endgame now, and it's not like we're gonna be rushing halls on this thing because I don't hate myself. Dude, not even the decency to give. Oh, please, it's just gonna be 1. It always is. It always is. It's just gonna be 1. Also, evocation is a very pretty item. It's probably one of my favorites in the game. Don't do it. Don't do it. Live, laugh, love. We're losing it. We're hanging on by a thread here. Can I stop? Oh my God. This is a great start. Sinister Deeds would have been so nice, you know. You could have decided not to. I don't really get Hall's tops on those things, or at least weapons. Just realized it's really rare, at least for me. I don't know. Someone prove me wrong, or don't. Okay. Be kind to us. Any other threes up? There's an Azimuth Kingdom run up. I don't. Not doing that. Please, God. I don't care what else you give me. Just give me 2 life. 2 greater life. 2 greater life. Chill. Let's just get that out of the way first. 2 greater life. Did I do something? Like, to offend you? Hello? What the fuck? Oh, just nothing. I love the taste of nothing. That's so nice. Okay, what can we get rid of? I guess the 1 king mark. We'll get more. Unless we don't. Probably the effigy then. I think it's time to start yoinking feed power. Yeah, because feed power is universal, so I'm fine with not having that on our seasonal, but the marks we do need to keep. And then we put that on. Ah! And we put that on too. Dude, I'm so smart. Okay, let's not go on the wrong one. Okay, yeah. That's for all you motherfuckers who complain about me not min-maxing. That's for the guy who said he liked this series, but the lack of perfection frustrated him. To be fair, it would frustrate me too. That's why I don't watch my own videos. Have any of you sad motherfuckers done this dungeon solo? I don't know why. It's like the hardest thing in the fucking universe for some reason. I guess it's because the last time I did it solo was the dungeon order experience, I think. I don't know. I haven't really done. I did Pally UPE a really long time ago, and I never went anywhere. And I don't think this dungeon existed yet. But the cloak from this is godlike. I'd love to get it right now. Nope. Well, sure. Good to know those can drop those, I guess, for tiered PPEs. Really, the only real knowledge I have about this dungeon is of its value for Exa rings. It's 3 different chances for it. That's about it. I don't know. You know what I think would be pretty cool is if there was a boss that was invulnerable to you being invisible. Like, logically, I feel like Davy or, like, you know, Scald, either one of the 2 should probably be able to see through it. I think that would be interesting. We already have things that are immune to decoys. Why not have things that are vulnerable to you cloaking? Practically speaking, it's not. Okay. Practically speaking, not very useful. You know, unless you're like soloing something, like a Shatters or whatever, it's not really useful. But I just think lore-wise, that would be a pretty interesting thing to have, you know? I don't know. That's just me. It's weird to code. It could just flat out be like it removes the cloaked buff from you, if you want to call it that. But, you know, I just think it'd be cool. Was this a bad idea? Should I have not done this? This is going to take forever. That was... that took like 3 minutes. That was so not fucking worth it. And this did end up being an 03. It was a total pot shot. I don't know what group this is. So that's pretty sweet. I'm glad I didn't like come out and there was like 0 people here. You wait until I get on my samurai UP. Filthy. I'm gonna realm eye this after the sentry dies. I gotta know what this dude's got. It's gonna be so bad. I can already tell. I can feel it in my gooch. Let's make it a prediction right here. 900 ants. Okay. Puberty on 03? What am I not? I've had a lot of questions about like how I get into 03 so much. Just Discord. So you know, I know people who have them, and I have a few of them. It's just connections. Okay, let's realm eye. There we go. Hit. I'm saying, hang on. And before I look at this, let's minimize and let's look at this. Okay. All I'm saying, 12 so far, way too low. All I'm saying is, I guarantee you, it's either gonna be Doku. One of these items is gonna be on here. Doku, uh, Brambletooth Tashi, maybe I don't know. Eastern Winds, Mercy's Bane, CC, Warped Mantle, and then Dick All for Rings. I know that's a pretty wide list, but also let's look. Ha! I was so wrong. I was so wrong. He's 7'8". He's 7'8". Oh no. Oh my god. T0 Fire Armor Nile. That's so nasty. Oh, word? It's a hate crime. 7A with T0. I'd quit. I would quit. You have bigger balls than me. Next time we see each other, DM. That's insane. Next time we see each other, oh no, I'd quit. Yeah, next time you see me, send me something on Discord. Screenshot it. Show me your character whenever you see this, if it's still alive. Oh, and he asked, "What can I say to get a feature?" Man, you're already the highlight of the episode. Don't worry about it. How the fuck is the assassin worse? What the fuck? Why do you have a dire hatred and I don't? It's your fault. It's your fault. You're the reason. I gotta ascribe blame to someone else. First shatters he does on that, he gets a polarity. That's how it works, man. Fucking Agent Orange out there. I'm actually kind of excited for Assassin just because of like its applicability to shatters. I really do like it. Gemstone polarity, that'd be the nastiest fucking character in the universe, and I would work it. Well, thank you. That's okay. I think if I'd gotten on Hydra, I would have replaced Hollowed Hide. We are kind of approaching that point where it phases out. Okay, don't give me another coordination. Like, like feel free to. We should probably. I'll wait until Hydra. Some Discords, sorry, are pretty finicky on like counting T12. They really, I don't know. No, not really. I don't know. It would be fine. We could realistically get rid of this. Yeah, we'll get rid of it, and it's feed power too, so W. Please, God, please. I. Do you think God too stays in heaven for fear of what he created down here on Earth? I'm gonna be honest. I probably would have taken Halo. Halo is 70 HP, 80. I don't. 80 doesn't feel right. I think it's 70. Honestly, fuck it. It's not great for shatters, but this makes up for it. My new favorite game to play is listening to a really long song and seeing how far through the O3 it gets me. Uh, Currently, it's Iron and Wine's the Trapeze Swinger, which is what, like 10 minutes long. One of my favorites, but it gets me up to what, like heavens. um, Real great song, just for my music taste. It's long and it doesn't have a chorus, but kind of fucking heart wrenching. Okay, what the fuck? What was I supposed to do there? What? That was just like playing what door is it? Where's the shots and where are the people? Jesus Christ, is he stagger here? Nope. He staggers here though, right? I don't know. I just thank God this isn't like a Guitar Hero and a Shatters. I can only imagine how hard my frames are dropping right now. So should probably stop talking and just wait until I'm not dying because of all the nil drops. But yeah, I'd seen someone say that they're a big Bowie fan. What was it? Hunky Dory was their album. Yeah, because I had talked about Low, and I think Black Star were the two I'd mentioned. Hunky Dory is great though. Yeah, it's everyone's real kind of first Bowie album besides what else? Ziggy Stardust, Rise and Fall, Spiders from Mars. Either that or what? I can't really think of anything else. It's that my first introduction to Bowie was from Under Pressure. Like I feel like that's a decent amount of people. But from his own music, like his independent discography, what? Not Queen Bitch. That was what was it? Starman. Yeah, that makes sense. It's probably Starman. Uh, yeah, just you start large and then you kind of whittle down into like more specific tastes. I still think it's a great song, but you know, if I had to name a favorite, I think it would probably be the one I've listened to the most is Black Star. Uh, Lazarus was for a really long time. I listened to that for months after he died. It's like January 10th, wasn't it? 2016. I'd be amazed if that was right. I'd be legitimately impressed if I got that date right. Um, oh, that guy tried to call. We got Beza. But favorite, I couldn't really name one. I struggle with that with a lot of artists. For another one I listened to, the Oh Hellos, which I just found out kind of recently, like like a year and a half ago, that they're like Christian, which isn't like a bad thing. It's just they're not preachy about it, but it just kind of recontextualized a lot of their music. Again, not really in a bad way, just like a oh okay. But Cold as the Night was the one I'd listened to the most. It was I think my most replayed on Spotify. But naming a favorite from them, I couldn't. My Boy Genius, that's not strong enough. That's a favorite right there. Live, laugh, love, Boy Genius. But if you've got any personal favorites, maybe we'll have a lovely little discussion about it in the comments. I do appreciate seeing that. I have a couple people consistently throughout the channel who are very consistent. I know the big one, the top of the head is Beef Tips. That motherfucker's everywhere in my comments. Not like it's half and half. It's either something shitty and dumb, love you, or it's like advice, and it's almost impressive how you manage to strike a bargain between the two, because it's almost always one or the other. People are very quick to correct me, which I appreciate. Here's a good example of what we were talking about yesterday, the safe spot for Cosmos. Again, the portal passes over us there. We're not entirely safe. You still get barbed from the shots. But if you saw there, he teleported to the wall there, and I'd say that had been like cowardice right there. This phase, the spin tornado, you're not entirely safe. This is referring to a conversation we had last episode about that being a safe spot for Heavens, or sorry, for Cosmos. So it works in practical application, but the warning there being it's not 100% safe. It's just like it's not a panacea. It's just a, like a little band-aid. It's gonna be one G-Life. Just really? This game has a barbaric sense of humor. Oh, whatever, you insipid little fuck. I'm done. We ate 8. We're free. We're gonna live. Okay, so we could go for Pyra. I'm leaning more towards that than anything else right now, to be honest, just because we're probably not going to get anything else. Nope, that would have been, well, not useful, but nice to have, I guess. Alright, so we're back home, still adjusting to the space, but they reverted the changes to staggers and counters. Let me look at the full thing. Where is it? I saw it in Holy Crew's verified announcements. To address this, we've reverted counter stagger system back to normal and removed the phase damage caps are implemented with it. We believe these changes are in the right direction, but to fully realize requires some additional measures that we do not yet have the tech to do just yet. We don't have the tech to do just yet. Whatever that fucking means. With these removed, the new combo chains have also been removed as this brings back the guarded chains. Okay, great. The following changes from the last update are still present. 50% exile bonus rate, flashing blue when towers are up, HP scaling for players 1 through 5, removal of reset and pre-attack damage windows. So not an entirely reversion, but essentially the only thing that really matters is you can't like pre-EP as well. It's still possible. Or like the reset damage. I don't think, does that mean he dies at 1% still? It wasn't mentioned, but there's There's no real mention of it. I'd assume then that it's reverted, just because it's not explicitly said that it was kept. Common fucking sense. But that's great, honestly. It just makes the fight better now because like the only real change is, hey, you get a free exalt. Have fun. Did that not hit me? Hang on a minute. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't really looking at my character. Oh, fuck, that would have been bad if I stayed there. Yeah, but we just hit 8-8. Oh god, I don't actually remember. It's been a couple days. Is this supposed to be the start of an episode? No, 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 no. We said we would 8-8 and do our exalts. Okay. It's been a pretty busy week. And I'm glad I had episodes 7 and 8 to keep me busy or keep you guys busy because I was not able to do this. Great. Okay, I'm remembering where we're at and what our problem is. We need a foul and a better ring. Okay. So basically, we're just gonna try and get a couple O3s in. We do keep the exalt. Anyone else doing runs? Seems as though Orcs' Sanctuary is not. Holy Crew isn't. Okay. That's fine. We may just sit and wait for people to pop things. We could still get a Pyra. Alright, we're doing the secret strategy. We're just gonna crash alls, and it's only an era, I think, so we're just gonna hope for the best that we get a foul. Horrible idea, but maybe it works. Apparently there are new shinies. Yeah, Devastation, Penetrating Blast, and what is the wand called? Flamethrower. I've never had it. I used it once on testing, and I sold a Shatters with it. It's okay. I mean, for Sorceress Summoner, I don't think we're going to go for it unless we get it accidentally, doing our Nest Exalts. Which, speaking of which, we may try to do on this. Why are they going for the tea room? Okay. We may try and go for Exalts on this thing. We talked about that earlier, but earlier for me was 4 days ago. So, I don't know. But I don't think it would hurt. But it depends on people doing, runs, which I don't want to solo nests. I don't hate myself. I don't want to do Moonlight Villages for the chance of mana exalts. I think it's best to just, if we don't get them, then no skin off my dick. We have Kensei and we have our melees, which are coming up. So I'm honestly not too worried about it, despite the fact that, you see you have lower numbers and you kind of freak out a little bit. 12 exalts for 4 characters is much lower than it should be. But it's fine, long term. And even if we don't hit 100 exalts, if we hit like 50, I'll be dissatisfied just because that's, who I am. But it's better than Phenol. I think Phenol only had like 40? I don't know. Well, we haven't been kicked yet, and it's looking like we won't be. First try? No! Oh, you know what? That would have been really good for our next character. We could make it for the... Oh! Ah! There we go. There's that. Okay, we can make it for the ring. The ring is probably worse than this, but it does do this funny little thing called meeting requirements. So I'm okay with that. Alright, let's check. What is ST? What is Headless Ted, right? Yeah. 90 health, 6. Oh, it's okay. Oh, help. We need a ring. Fuck. I guess Covetous Heart. We don't have one in here, dude. It would have been right the fuck there. Well, we'll leave that as an option in case we don't get like a UBHP or something. Really, rather, sorry. Whichever one we get first, we'll take. And if we don't end up getting, if we end up getting like a pair HP or something, we'll trash that because, well, not going to put it on our warrior. I would like the option to get them on warrior though, so that's there. Oh, okay. I mean, like, sure. Femara would be nice. I am just realizing, and I don't really know if it's going to sound different. There may be like the white noise and whatever you want to call it in the background. It's first off my computer crying a little bit just because it's a laptop, and second the fan above us. It's like a physical fan, not the AC. We have that off because, you know, who wants to spend money here? It's hot. It's really hot where I live. And you don't really want the AC on at all times because that gets really expensive. It's like triple digits Fahrenheit right now. You can convert that to Celsius yourself. Smile. Um, yeah, Ice Tomb's a bit of a weird one for me. I have a bit of history with it. I thought Mastery, someone had told me the Mastery, the Dungeon Complete ones, only goes up to 500. And so I did 500 of these things on a night PPE. Nope. It keeps going. Um, that was horrible. I got one Ice Crown in like 200, and I just kind of kept doing them. They were really easy because I did them over 2 events. The character lived long enough to see 2 Ice Tomb events, which I think is terrifying. Oh, let's not stand right there, actually. Yeah, like that. Like I said, I really do like the Arabian Nights ones. I think they're really cool. Um, yeah, so we're just sitting in a popping server right now. There hasn't been much going on, but like I had said earlier, I haven't really been on for the last couple days. I do have a meeting with a professor for graduate school in a couple days. I just still need to like confirm that. Anything at all? No. I mean, maybe it's in the corner. Maybe I'm lagging. I would have really liked to for Mara. We still do have the option of headless Ted. In case nothing else happens. Let me look and see. Does Osank have anything up? I wouldn't be able to tell anyways. I just go off of how many runes there are, or if the run is like physically up. Why are you popping Ice Tombs? I'm not complaining. But I realistically I should be going in the realms, waiting for them to close, and then getting a foul. I don't really know why. There just kind of hits this certain point in a lot of PPEs. Typically around 8-8, where I just, unless it's an 0-3, I just stop doing wine cellars. I don't really know why. I just, it's only like, what, 8-9 minutes in a really, really bad group. I just stop, you know. I'm like, well, you shouldn't waste your time. But realistically, like, what else am I doing in that time? Just going over for other realms, and I could, I guess, farm for Planewalker in that time, you know. But we have a T6 and a Snake Eye Ring, and we could get Q-banned, actually. And I'm particularly bad with Planewalker. I always kind of forget it's there. We could go for the shiny one if we really wanted to. We could do that while we wait for realms to close and for Exile Dungeons to come up. The ideal right now would be nests, not only for Stinger, but also, you know, just Exalts in general. Alt weapons. But yeah, we might, after this Ice Tomb, cave in and go for the realms. Let's not get paralyzed there, please. Is the Tomb event still on? I feel a little stupid for asking that. I literally just saw the event tab. I'm assuming yes, because I saw the lot event was still on. I think this goes up until... I think today's actually the last day. It's Monday the 15th. For context, this character was created on the 7th. So it's been 8 days and we're at 3,000 fame, which is okay, you know, I mean, like, but considering the fact that I've had 4 4s in this time, it helps that I didn't have really many finals near the end of the school year. Anything? Mr. Stat? Yeah, I knew it. Okay, well, no 3's up. Okay. Last minute check. Any nests? No. And yes, Tomb event is still up. 0. An hour. Okay, we may have to server hop. So, Holy Crew Run. It is in, what is it, EU East? So we are black tiling at high speeds, which is slightly worrying. Am I lagging? Oh, nope, invisible. I'm going to learn my lesson from last time I did one of these things, and I'm going to probably not do boss. I think I'm just going to go look for tea rooms and leave because this is going to take forever. Yeah, Spirit Dagger would be nice. The ring technically qualifies. I think I'd really rather lick a cheese grater than use that. That seems like a horrible idea. My problem with lagging is I look for any and all warning signs that I'm rubber banding. So I'll trick myself into thinking that like something's wrong. Like, oh, these guys are moving weird. Is it because they're rubber banding? Is it, you know, just what they do? And it's a little concerning. Spectral? Is that gonna kill me? No. How much? 650 for a legendary pet? Why not? You know what? If we have the space for it, we might as well. It did occur to me, what the fuck is going on? It did occur to me that I probably am gonna want to get a bit more than like 1600 fame. Because I'm gonna have stuff to feed. We might want to go upwards of like 20k. Maybe. Yeah, yeah, that seems reasonable. Um, and then we're just gonna be caught in this cycle of I need to feed my pet, which means I need fame, which means character dies, feed everything in the vault, out of fame, get more items, fame, die. There will eventually, in like one or two characters, be a point where anything. No, was that a pair HP? No, I knew it wasn't. I just needed that second of hope. There will be a point where we like have residual fame, probably by melees, which I guess is the next three characters. Now that I put it like that, but yeah, you know, we just gotta sit and wait. Don't tell me they changed. Nope. Well, that's something. That yeah, and that matters. Fuck it. I'm annoyed about that. Doesn't matter. I mean, okay. We talked about it. Griffin Hyde tends to meet Rex for servers unless they like explicitly say like tops or whatever. Why is this thing not dying? What the hell? I sincerely doubt we'll. Yeah. I sincerely doubt we'll need health pots. I very rarely end up getting them from there. Um. Uh, Anyways, I tend to find if I have like less than like 3 or something like this, if it doesn't like perfectly fit in my inventory or something, I'll just throw them out. You know, if we need them, we need them. But if we don't, well, or if we don't need them, we don't need them. If we need them, well, that's embarrassing. I should also probably be doing sarcophagi because this is an ST ring. It'd be probably easier to get than the phylactery ring, the covetous heart. And if we're here, we might as well. I mean, this entire time I've been like, oh, Pyra or Nile, but this is a legitimate option just to forge a headless Ted. But the game doesn't seem like it'll give us any rings, so we'll just rot with a T3. Another pair attack. Dude, I did not mean to center my screen. Damn it, dude. I honestly, I might even be desperate enough to take that if we get a foul without a better ring. We're doing pretty good on fame, though. Again, we die and we hit. I think we're just yeah, we get legendary from our death now, which is nice. But I would like some more fame for feed. But we got what we needed from this character. I'm gonna go for 5k first. That's the responsible thing to do. That's really good. Thanks, man. My friend Nick has the actual name Mudkip. He bought it. It used to be Epic Ice Hat. So it's kind of heat that we every time we see anyone with a variation of it, we're like, oh man, yeah, Nick, it's you. But yeah, I appreciate it. That's so gas. They're having a conversation about their favorite shows, and I said To Catch a Predator because that shit's heat. Pause. I was on To Catch a Predator because the other guy thought he was talking about what was it? Twin Peaks. That's so gas. This is why we make friends in this game. Yeah, that's been the value of, I guess, YouTube. Is it's really been a nice way to network. I've met a lot of people through the game. Some great, some, well, I could do without some of you freaks. But yeah, cool. Appreciate that. That's if they only do one key, then that's 4 out of 5 for the Exalt. And it's also our quest chest for the day, which is important. I might pop it on this. No, it'd be smart to save that for Warrior. All 3 of these chests are useful for it, and the loot boost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save it for Warrior. You know what? No. I got the chests on the character. I think I should. I'll pop it on this. I think I'll feel bad if I don't. I think I am gonna bring one of the loot boosts. Maybe. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today. I think I'm gonna pop the quest chests on this character, just because, like, yeah, I mean, like, whatever, you know. We'll get more on the Warrior, or we won't. Either way, it doesn't matter in the long term, you know. I guess if we get like a Curus or a Cola Sword, it really does. But if not, you know, and even if we do, it's feed power. Fuck it. And if we don't, it could be a foul. 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 We're gaslighting ourselves at this point, but we're in our Delulu arc. Oh, word? White from a Hall's chest? Oh, that sucks. That's nothing. I'm saying M-Seal. Well, well, well. I mean, no. I'm sorry, but no. That's that's a bad idea. That's gonna get us killed. It's better off as feed power. If you're recording, say that's a W. It's so soothing when you say it. You can blame my friend Caleb. That's Hercules in game. If you use human games, say that's a W. Oh, fungal white. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Did that just... Cool. This thing's been nerfed severely, hasn't it? Either way. Oh, 850? Bitch! That's such a scam! I guess we have two options from this. First off, cloak. Um, but for gear that we actually need, we could get the fractal blades, and we could get the crystal heart, the ST, which we wouldn't need to forge into Headless Head because it's good enough on its own. But we already got one, and that's the one we're allowed to have for the entire account. So, oh well, we reached our maximum quota. I am thinking though, while we're here, it's really easy for me to just hit 5k and decide to kill it. I think we might, if we get a foul, we might end up going for everything across the board except Steamworks. Again, we could surprise ourselves, end up doing those, but I think we might go for the other 7. The Voids will be a bit questionable in the Colts, but I think the other one should be somewhat manageable, I'm hoping, especially because I'm going to do another fungal after this, which means I only need like a single one more. That seems pretty reasonable. And then, you know, shatters are just a natural course of the account. And void we'll just convince ourselves to do. O3 we may end up doing for a weapon or a ring anyways. But why not? We want to push ourselves to get more early exalts, so we're not like punished for it later. And the extra fame for feed power like we talked about earlier. Oh, never mind. We're gonna do hard mode shatters. Oh, that would have been really, really fucking good on Archer. But of course the game decides we're gonna curse you and give it on the character you don't give a shit about. We might end up doing hard mode shatters with that then. I don't want a Crystallis on Rogue. That would mean I'd have to actually play it. But it's an emergent option is the nice way of putting it. Pleasant surprise. Which, by the way, um, you know, I mean, like, you know, like, I mean, we'll do it. Why not? Jesus Christ. 31 defense is good enough. Fuck it. That's horrible. And I think for shatters we'll switch back to T3, but well, we have a we have a ring. We just need a dagger. I think after this fungal, I'll end today's episode. We've been talking quite a lot. It's been like a week since I've recorded one of these, so it's been quite an adjustment getting back into talking in this style. I think next episode will be the last one of this character, and then we're gonna start. I don't know. We'll probably end up doing one full more episode for Rogue, and then switching to Warrior. And when we die, we finally get M heal, which I think is W. Oh, okay. Well, that solves that. Oh, we're poor. We have so much health. Ew. 20, oh, this is terrible. We're fucking feeding the lodestone. Alright, well, it's fine. We can do... We're really desperate. We could do one, like, public fungal crystal mother. I'm trashing that to save the space. We have 3 of them, right? Yeah. Okay. That's that. This is... We're in that really bizarre limbo space between being a good character and a really shit one. Yeah, so next episode we're gonna wrap up Rogue. We're gonna base 1-5, ignoring cog we're gonna do that. The goal being O3s really to get our. We only realistically have a minimum of 2 chances at it, but we need a foul now, or any other weapon that would work to do shatters. Otherwise, I think I get demoted. I may end up having to lead on Puberty, but it's what's today? Tuesday, Monday. I have until Saturday. That's fine. But yeah, next episode we'll finish up Rogue, which is pretty exciting, and then probably get started on Warrior, but we may end up just spending the entire next episode on Rogue. We have a lot of exalts to get through, and I talk a lot. Quite an adjustment getting back into this. A lot of my footage has been pre-recorded. Episode 9 was, I think, the character's been alive for a week, and some change. The character's been alive for 8 days. And everything was recorded on the day it was created. U.S. East 2 halls? No. Quite an adjustment. Also just being in a different space. But yeah, we're doing pretty questionable. Let's not call us a good character. Thanks for coming. If you've enjoyed, let me know. Have conversations in the comments. I don't give a shit. Go watch To Catch a Predator. That shit's heat.